What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Grizz, and today we're going to be attempting to rebuild the Chicago Bears. The Bears suck. Not as bad as my Panthers, but they're not good. Obviously, Justin Fields is turning into quite a flop. Their O-line isn't terrible. We do need a little bit of work. Wide receiver core could use another wide receiver. Don't know if we're going to hold on to Khalil Herbert. Don't know if Cole Kmet's that guy. Don't even know if Justin Fields is going to be the guy or if we're going to draft somebody. Defense is terrible. The only bright spot is our corners. Our linebackers are solid too. But yeah, we're going to see what we can do. Obviously, here, as usual, in the first season, we don't do anything aside from re-sign people mid-season. And let's just kind of see what the first season brings. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and get rid of Justin Fields because I have picked 4 and picked 5 and now picked 12 in the draft. We traded away Justin Fields, our second round pick, a 6th round pick for the Falcons' 1st round pick. Obviously, it's pretty obvious the reason why. Justin Fields was terrible. I don't see him being a franchise quarterback because, in all reality, he had a 77 plus overall line, so you can't really blame that. So, we're definitely going to draft his replacement here. Alright, with our 5th pick, we are going to go ahead and take Garrison Jennings. Hidden dev trait. Looks like a freaking beast. 96 speed, 99 jumping, 97 excel. Holy, what a guy to pair with our quarterback of the future. The reason why I didn't go ahead and take a quarterback is because we had the pick right behind it thanks to Carolina. And I already know who we're taking. Mainly because none of these other guys look solid aside from Josh Forbes. He does look good. Oh, he does look really good. Better than Cole Barker? Yeah, better than Cole Barker. Ooh, this is a tough one. How do the rest of his stats look? Oh my gosh, very solid. Okay. Okay, we are not going to take Cole Barker here. Let me look. Here with the 6th pick, we're also going to get him another offensive weapon, Matt Wright. I know we have Cole Kmet, but I'm probably going to look to move Cole Kmet to get some solid, a solid old lineman. Might go ahead and hold on to Cole Kmet and just kind of see how he looks. But that's probably the plan for now. With our 3rd first-round pick, we are going to go ahead and take Kyle Turner, another hidden dev trade, a center, because we were missing a center, and he immediately steps into that role. Here in the 3rd round, we are going to go ahead and take another O-lineman, Terry Posey. Probably going to move him over to right tackle just to kind of fill that hole there. And oh my gosh, please save the guys we've taken. This is terrible. Holy crap, guys. We took Garrison Jennings. He's an 85 overall. We took Matt Wright. He's an 82 overall. And then Kyle Turner is a 74. Posey was a 71. Now, both of those QBs I was looking at, I went ahead and took them both because I took one, it was a bust. Took the other one, it was a bust. Both of them were 65 overall, so that sucks. I do want to see if there were any big-time QBs. There was an 83 overall with the 4th pick. That sucks. And then there was a 79 overall. Or with the 1st pick, and the 79 overall with the 2nd. And a 78 with a 3rd. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? We did get the best player in the draft. Well, there's another left guard. Holy crap. What a loaded draft class. Oh man. That sucks. We passed on that. Dang. Well, I will admit, I did not at all expect this to go through, but we trade Cole Kmet to the Bengals for Cam Taylor-Britt. Obviously, we drafted that tight end. And now we just picked up a superstar corner. So, definitely love to see that. Well, that was a flop. I guess that's what kind of happens whenever you have the... Oh my god. We're going to try this video tomorrow. Alright guys, so as I was saying, we went 2-15, which is terrible. But typically that is what happens whenever you decide to pick up a terrible quarterback. 2,700 yards, 9 touchdowns, and 16 interceptions. Horrible. Khalil Herbert, horrible. Receiving wise, luckily Garrison Jennings had something, but the rest of the team, horrible. Defensively, TJ Edwards, Jermaine Edmonds, and Cam Taylor-Britt both had over 115 tackles, 7 sacks out of Montez Sweat, 3.5 out of Edmonds. Interception-wise, 2 out of TJ, 1 out of Tremaine, 1 out of Stevenson, 1 out of Jalen Johnson, 1 out of Eddie Jackson. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Notice 2 things that happened in this season. We drafted 2 X Factor players. Wright is an X Factor and Jennings is an X Factor. So all we really need is a quarterback, in my opinion. That is my honest opinion. I think we just need a QB. And in the defensively, Cam Taylor-Britt went up to an X Factor. So we definitely love to see that as well. So I think the team's set. Obviously, we need some defensive players, specifically in inner defensive line. And then we need a free safety. And that's it. Our O-line's solid. Our wide receiver weapons are solid. We're going to get a different running back. We literally just need a QB. So let's do it. Alright guys, so I said I wanted to get a running back. So guess what we did? We did just that. We went and picked up Nicholas Chubb to be our running back for the rest of the rebuild. 99 overall, X Factor. Obviously a huge upgrade over Khalil Herbert. And oh my god. We also went ahead and picked up Jalen Waddle. Don't exactly need him, but the way I look at it is he's a 91 overall. We can give it to Darnell Mooney. And if he doesn't work out, guess what? We'll trade him. Alright guys, and we picked up our quarterback for the future, Cesar Espinoza. 90 acceleration, 96 throw power. Dude looks insane out of Virginia Tech. Alright, now obviously since we signed Jalen Waddle, we don't need Darnell Mooney. And this Breece guy for the Saints is a superstar for a defensive tackle. So I trade Mooney and Billings, who is a 30-year-old defensive tackle, for Breece to kind of be our D tackle for the future. And then here in the second round, we're going to go with Zach Goodrich to be our left guard for the future. Holy crap, guys. Cesar Espinoza is an 80 overall quarterback. And we also drafted a 74 overall left guard, 72 overall strong safety, 72 overall left end. The left end's going to be an instant plug-in. Aside from that, the draft is kind of a bust, but this is really the only thing we needed. How are we looking QB-wise? Obviously, we have the first overall pick. That's who we got. There was another 80 overall quarterback. 78 overall. Yeah, we hands down got the best quarterback in the draft. Heck yeah. What a turnaround, guys. We finished the season 12-5. We take the division, and we are playing the Giants in the wild card, meaning that we obviously didn't have the best record in the NFC, but 12-5 is better than 2-15. So we will definitely take that. Let's see how we performed, and then let's see if we can make a little bit of a run. So our offense is still terrible. We didn't get very many passing yards, so definitely going to have to look and see what the heck is going on there. But he had 28 touchdowns, so we love to see that. 1,600 yards and 9 touchdowns for Chubb. What? Why are our receiving yards so low? Defensively, Manny Sherman, 111 tackles. TJ Edwards, 108. Tremaine Edmonds, 8 sacks, 6 out of Montez Sweat, 5 out of Breece, 3 picks out of Jalen Johnson, 2 out of Cam Taylor-Britt, 1 out of AJ Ebenesa. Why are we not getting that? Would be why I switched that. Let me mess with that a little bit. All right, we are taking on the New York Giants in the wild card, and we beat them 21-10. Now we're taking on the 13-4 San Francisco 49ers in the divisional round, and we lose 28-24. But hey, we made the playoffs, made it through the first round. Now we have our schemes right, and hopefully we can come back and win us some games. Alright guys, and then here in free agency, we did lose DJ Moore, which I mean is a big deal, but we can always draft a wide receiver. We have Jalen Waddle and that X factor, so we don't really need anyone crazy for our third guy. But we did go ahead and pick up Jermaine Johnson to kind of fill a hole on our D-line, as well as Tierre Tart to kind of be some fillers. And then we did pick up a free safety, so we don't have to worry about keep having to sign one. We picked up Ryan Cook to kind of be that young guy to come in and kind of fill that role. All right, here in the draft, I picked up Devontae Washington to kind of, he might start at left outside linebacker, he might not. Our whole team is pretty dang solid. And looking at the draft, the only guy that I drafted was Washington. CPU drafted us a 77 overall wide receiver, 76 overall corner. So we like to see that for sure. But Devontae Washington is probably going to start being that 75 overall hidden depth trait. All right, guys. Here in year number 3, not as good as of years we had last year, but we still went 9-8. Made the playoffs, taking on the LA Rams in the first round. Let's see how we statistically matched up. 3,900 yards out of Espinoza, 27 touchdowns and 6 picks. We like seeing that. 1,200 yards and 13 tutties out of Nick Chubb. 1,200 yards out of Jalen Waddle. 1,000 yards out of Jennings. Love to see that. And then defensively, TJ Edwards had 138 yards. Tremaine Edmonds had 13 sacks. Tart had 6, 5.5 out of Sweat, 5.5 out of Brees. 2 interceptions out of Johnson, 2 out of Cook, 1 out of Edmonds, 1 out of Cam Taylor-Britt. All right. Well, see if we can take out the Rams. And nope, we lose by 3. Okay, I mean, that's not terrible. So let's get into the offseason. Final year, let's pick it up and let's go get us a ring, guys. In free agency, we had no money to spend, so we lost TJ Edwards. So we're going to look to pick up a right outside linebacker in the draft, and we also lost the older defensive tackle that we signed, so we're going to look to draft a defensive tackle. But aside from that, the team's still set. Here in the first round, we are going to take a right outside linebacker in Marcel Hyde, hidden dev trait, 90 excel, 88 speed. Love to see it. And we're also going to take a defensive tackle in the second round, Jamario Mabry, hidden dev trait, 91 strength, 84 jump. Dude looks like a beast as well. And in the third round, I'm kind of going for talent. I see this JJ Tuttle guy here. Looks like a beast. Obviously, he is a beast, so we're definitely picking him up. Obviously, here, with the recap, nothing crazy jumping off the board to me, but a very solid draft, in my opinion. So, heading to the final year, hopefully we can get ourselves a ring. Have some stars, and we beat them as we advance to the Super Bowl. Guys, hold on, wait a minute. We're taking on the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl. And I did get, alright guys, here in the last year, we went 12-5. Won our division, and we're in the playoffs yet again. Love to see that. So at least we made the playoffs for 3 straight years, and boom, best offense in the league, which is what we should have done for the whole time, and the 9th best defense. Espinoza had 4,800 yards, 35 tutties to 12 interceptions, 1,300 yards out of Chubb with 19 touchdowns, 1,500 yards out of Garrison Jennings with 21 touchdowns, 1,200 out of Matt Wright and 5, 816 out of Waddle, and 661 and 3 out of Khalil Shakir. Defensively, Tremaine Edmonds was a beast. 9.5 sacks out of Jamario Mabry, 9.5 out of Sweat, 7.5 out of Jermaine Johnson, 4.5 out of Brees, 3 picks out of Cam, 2 out of Jalen Johnson. We love to see it. You know what would make this the best? If we can go win a ring. Alright guys, so we are taking on the Atlanta Falcons in round 1. We have the overall advantage. Let's see it. 10-7 Falcons taking on 12-5 Bears. We win 42-21. Very decisive win. Now we're taking on the Carolina Panthers, who have Tyreek Hill. Can we lock them up? We can. We beat them 31-24. Now we're facing a tougher team. We're taking on the Dallas Cowboys. They are an 86 overall. We do still have the overall advantage. We do have some stars. And we beat them as we advance to the Super Bowl. Guys, hold on. Wait a minute. We're taking on the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl. And I did get a notification that said Rookie of the Year, so one of our guys won Rookie of the Year. That's awesome. That's really cool to see. It would have been one of our defensive players, so that's really cool. Because I don't think we started any of our other guys. Let's kind of look and see what our dev traits are looking like right before we get into this game. Espinosa goes up to a superstar. Wow, I think it's still so crazy. We drafted 2 superstar X Factors right off the gate. Mabry goes up to a superstar. Cam Taylor-Britt keeps his X Factor. Brees was an X Factor at one point, but he lost it, but still an 88 overall. It looks like both of our linebackers that we drafted were superstars as well. But hey, I would change our lineup right now, but the way it's looking right now, it's working. So the 13-4 Chiefs, we have a very similar overall. They have one better defense than we do. We have one better offense than they do. Their top 3 are obviously Mahomes, Rashee Rice, and Chris Jones. Our top 3 are Jennings, Wright, and Nick Chubb. All right, guys. I rebuilt the Texans last night. We won a ball. Every rebuild before that, we never won a Super Bowl. Now we're taking on the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl with the Chicago Bears. Completely changed. The only guy that might be still on the team that is big is obviously some of our own line and Edmonds. But guys, can we do it? We start off the game. Ooh, a defensive matchup here. The Chiefs get the first score. We come right back. We get a field goal. They go up by 2 touchdowns, but we bring it back 10-14, 21-10. Not looking good, Bears. Come on. 18-21, 28-18. And it was not enough to take down the Kansas City Chiefs. But guys, what a rebuild. We built a crazy team. No doubt if I kept simming and we kept going that we would win a couple rings. But we only do the 4-year rebuild. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Comment what team you'd like me to rebuild next. And have a good one.